26-year-old Jose Hernandez Rossi in Black Rock. Now, many details are still unclear as the state attorney general's office continues its investigation.
But we can tell you this, it was the first time a Buffalo police officer had used deadly force against a suspect in 5 years. Officer-involved shootings are rare in Buffalo, but they do happen. And 2 on Your Side's Danny Spiewak has been the reporter tracking every single one of them. Danny?
Well, Mary Alice and Scott, we've requested all police documents related to the shooting of Hernandez Rossi. The Buffalo Police Department and the State Attorney General's office both denied our request, citing the pending investigation. But that's just one case included in our larger effort to track every single shot fired by Buffalo police dating back to 2011. We believe it's in the public's interest to know when and why officers are using potentially deadly force. Many of these incidents are released publicly, but not all of them.
On March 29th, there was a mess of a situation at Seneca and Babcock. Multiple vehicles, including a school bus, were damaged after Buffalo police chased a suspect for a few miles. At the time, police mentioned that officers chased the suspect because he had rammed into a police vehicle during a narcotics search. Nowhere in their public statements, however, did the police mention that an officer also opened fire on the suspect's car before the chase. That was only revealed through a firearms use document obtained by 2 on Your Side, which showed an officer did fire one shot at vehicle that had just struck narcotics detective. Any shot fired by an officer can be potentially severe. That's why we want the public to know about every single one of them. Right here is a culmination of 4 Freedom of Information requests I've made over the years with the Buffalo Police Department, and the latest records spanning July 2016 to July 2017 we had to fight to get. We won an appeal after mounting a legal challenge. The latest records did not include the Hernandez Rossi shooting, but the only other officer-involved shooting from July 2016 to July 2017 was this one from March before the police chase. That suspect, by the way, eventually pleaded guilty to vehicular assault. Overall, officers have fired at suspects or vehicles only 21 times over a span of nearly 6 years. Some departments, such as Philadelphia, Indianapolis, and Baltimore, to name a few, release detailed information to the public about every officer-involved shooting. We asked Lieutenant Jeff Rinaldo if Buffalo might ever consider something like that.
Any of those cases can be very severe. So do you think that those shots fired should be released to the public and shown to the public in some form?
I don't think that there would be an issue in doing it. Again, it's just a matter of the context. The issue with numbers, anybody can skew numbers to look any way they want them to look.
Certainly, tracking these incidents is not an exact science. However, although officer-involved shooting incidents aren't published, Buffalo police do track use of force internally and publish raw numbers on their internal affairs website. Those numbers include not only shootings, but also more minor use of physical force without a weapon.
The information is gathered, it's used, it's looked at, and it allows us to basically keep tabs on our use of force and come up with new technologies as well as new training programs.
The use of force in police shootings have been notoriously difficult to track nationwide. That's why the FBI started a pilot program to collect data on officer-involved shootings and other uses of force. That program began this year. Now, in the absence of a public database, we've compiled a list on our website with details of every shot fired by Buffalo police officers since 2011. It's on WGRZ.com. Danny Spiewak, Channel 2 News.